Hello everyone and welcome to Pawthology. I hope you're having a good Friday. I hope your weekend is gonna be good. Today, it's the end of my work day and it's been very busy. So I didn't have time to vlog earlier today, but I thought it would be interesting and fun to go to Shapiro's in downtown Indy. So Shapiro's is it's a restaurant. It's a Jewish cafeteria restaurant. So I'm going there specifically for matzo ball soup. And I'll probably get a sandwich and a matzo ball soup. So when I'm going there, I'm not always a huge fan of cafeteria places, but I've never had matzo ball soup and I really want to try it. And the only other place that I know that serves it is, what's it called? It's like a famous restaurant in Indy. It's a Milktooth. Milktooth serves it as well. Milktooth has been on a few Food Network episodes, I think, and they're near Calvin Fletcher's. Okay, that's not the point. I'm going to Shapiro's. I'm going to check out their place. It says they're very busy, so hopefully I can get in. And they close at 7:30. It's a deli. It's a cafeteria, lots of desserts there. So that's what it is. I've never been there before. So we'll experience this together and hopefully it's good. I might have said this, but I've never had matzo ball soup. If you don't know what that is, I think this is what it is. I think it's just chicken noodle soup, or essentially everything that chicken noodle soup has in it, sometimes without the noodles. But it has matzo dumplings, and matzo is, it's like that thin bread, unleavened bread. That's kind of it's essentially a cracker, I guess. And it's, the meal of that, I guess it's just crushed up matzo bread that's crunchy and it's made into a dumpling. So it sounds good to me. It's a gloomy day in Indianapolis. So I thought today is a good day to do it. And yeah, so that's where I'm going. So this place has been there. Shapiro's has been in Indy, apparently, since 1905. And they're a very old establishment. They're near, I think they're near some stadium. Maybe they're near the Colt Stadium. I don't actually know. Or they're near the March Madness basketball games. And maybe it's where the Pacers play. I don't actually know. I assume it's probably where the Pacers play. But right now they're advertising the first 2 weeks of March Madness, we have free parking. So I can only imagine that there's going to be no parking. I think, so we'll just figure it out. If I don't go in, I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen. We'll just figure it out. So I'm going to Shapiro's. I'll see you in just a second. Bye. Hello everyone. So I'm here at Shapiro's and it doesn't look busy, so that's nice. But I'm going inside. Have any of you ever been to a grocery store deli that you have to take a little tab or whatever, a label, and they're call your number and stuff? I hope they don't do that here. I'm never good at that type of stuff. But all right, I'm going in and I think Lucas Stadium is just right there. So maybe I'll show that to you. Okay, I'll see you in a second. Bye. There's Lucas Stadium. Hey everyone, so I'm back from Shapiro's. I'm in the parking lot and I got a few things. So I got matzo ball soup, I don't know. I got matzo ball soup. I got half of a brisket sandwich, and I also got something I know that most people will be jealous of, and especially Emily. So it just looks so good. I'll show you the brisket sandwich. It's there's the brisket sandwich. It's on rye. It's just Swiss brisket and rye. And then also I got, this is funny to me, they gave me a pickle in a Ziploc bag. That's just so funny. I think it's gonna be really good though. You know, it's from a deli. I'm sure it's gonna be amazing. And then here's the matzo ball soup. So I'm gonna try to show this to you without dumping it everywhere. Also, let me just say, it's a large cup of matzo ball soup. I don't know why it's this big, but it's a very large cup of matzo ball soup for like $3. But that's what it is. Here it is. So here's matzo ball soup. There's the matzo ball. And that's what it is. I think the matzo ball soup is going to be really good. I tasted it and it was very flavorful. It didn't taste like chicken soup broth. At least here it doesn't. It tastes like, it's definitely chicken soup. I think it's just like it's to another level of chicken soup flavor. And then my last thing that I got is crazy. It's a Oreo cheesecake. I think it looks amazing. There it is. Smells like Oreo cheesecake to me. So that's the Oreo cheesecake. I think it's gonna be really good. And that's all I got. I got, a sandwich, some soup, a pickle, and Oreo cheesecake. I'll definitely, I'll probably save some for Emily, obviously, tomorrow, because it's such a big slice. But this is Shapiro's. One thing I found interesting was they asked me, do I want noodles in my matzo ball soup, or do I want it just broth? I just chose broth. I didn't want noodles. I think the noodles, I literally think it's like chicken soup. So I think it comes with vegetables and, whatever, carrots, celery, whatever, and noodles and matzo ball soup. So, but yeah, the sandwich looks really good, so I'm going to eat it. Oh, I also got this. Trying not to pour the matzo ball soup everywhere, but Dr. Brown's black cherry soda, diet black cherry soda. They had a lot of Dr. Brown's stuff in there, so I just went with that. And yeah, it's super big. It's a very big place. It kind of looked empty, but by the time I left, there was a lot of people. There was a line. It's just such a big place. I think it looks like there's less people there. So I felt like there's probably 30 or 40 people in there by the time I left. And yeah, it seemed great. I think the desserts looked crazy. So they had the cakes up front, some of the cakes, but I don't know if I'll show it to you in the video if you were able to see it, but in the back was like a fridge, just like of all cake. It was like from ceiling to floor of just cakes. It was really cool. And they have all types of desserts and stuff like that. So very interesting, very good experience. I think it's going to be great. So I'm going to eat it here in this parking lot. And Lucas Stadium is right there. I don't know. I might have showed you that by now. I don't know. It was really fast if I did. But yeah, what have I been doing today? Here's something I've been learning about. I don't know why. I've just been kind of obsessed with it the past couple days. And that is James Brown and Rick James and Prince. So, and Bruno Mars. But Bruno, it's really hard to learn about Bruno Mars. I understand you can learn like surface level stuff about him, and I feel like he's such a high celebrity, it's very hard to find out information on him, like stuff that I want to know. But yeah, I've always enjoyed James Brown. I've enjoyed his performance, but I watched this I watched this TV show kind of called Stories on a Bus or something like that. It's on Cinemax. It's made by HBO, but I guess they sold it to Cinemax. You can find it on YouTube. It's just like a story of James Brown, and it talks about his life. And I know there's movies about it and stuff, but like how he would dance when he was younger. His family was so poor. He was the one making money even as a kid. His mom left him because his dad was abusive, and they lived across the street or in a prostitute house. And so he just had a really rough childhood, and he was known to be abusive to women, and he was very abusive in general. But I do enjoy his performances. I do like his music. I do think I just think his voice is so powerful, and it's just so crazy. And he was a perfectionist on stage, so I always found that very interesting. But it just reminded me of some of the people that I remember growing up with in the South that, well, how do I say this? So James was very rough. James Brown was a very rough person, and he was hard on everyone. He was mean to most of the people he was friends with. At least that's how it turned out, or that's how it was explained. He didn't pay his people very well. But it just made me think, like, you know, growing up, any time when you grow up in poverty, it just changes your worldview. And in the South, I know I knew a lot of older people in my life when I was growing up that grew up in an orphanage, and they just had really rough backgrounds. And these were like 70-year-olds that when I was like 5 and 6 and 8 or whatever, I was around them, and they would always tell me stories of the orphanage and just growing up, really, you know, how hard it was and how that kind of changed their perspective, and they never wanted to go back there. And I just knew some people in my life, specifically in the South, but I know it doesn't matter where it is. It could be anywhere, but in the South, I viewed it as the same way as how James was rough, but also kind of loving. I can think of some people in my life like that just had really rough backgrounds. They're very tough acting, but really they're not, because they're hurt from their childhood or something or whatever. So, yeah, that's all. James Brown is just interesting. He's just an interesting story, an interesting person. And yeah, that's that. And then I was learning about Rick James and Prince's rivalry. Here's the deal. I've never been a huge fan of Prince, but also, like, that's not, I don't know, I just never grew up around him. I never grew up knowing, like, I never listened to his music, and I can appreciate his Super Bowl performance and stuff, but it just was never a part of what I listened to growing up. So, and then I was learning about Rick James, not just like how he became Rick James, I guess, you know, just his claim to fame. And then the last one was Bruno Mars, because to me, Bruno and James Brown feel very similar. Like, they have that, at least to me, they're very dynamic when they sing. They're perfectionist. So was Michael Jackson when they did performances. They're perfectionist to like the 10th degree. And yeah, it's just so interesting. It's interesting how a lot of those people go crazy. I hope Bruno doesn't go crazy. I really like Bruno, but you know, yeah. So yeah, that's all. Well, I gotta go home. I got to work on stuff for class. I do not want to do that, but I got to. I have a class meeting at 9 a.m. that I got to work on. Here's something interesting. Yesterday in class, I'm just like chilling, you know, listening to the professor do their thing. And on the PowerPoint comes up my paper. And it's like, okay, everyone, I just want to let you know, like, a lot of you were too easy on whatever we were doing. Like, it doesn't matter. We were reviewing like a survey, okay? And I had submitted a paper on Sunday, and she read it, and she was like, this person disagreed with everything. And she was like, and all of you agreed with everything this author was saying, but I don't agree with you. I agree with this person. And it was me. I was like, oh my gosh. I'm thinking listen, if everyone disagreed with me, I'm honestly probably wrong. Like, I was just like doing my best just to get, write the paper, grade the model, or whatever I was supposed to do. So it was used in class, so that's interesting. Hopefully I can keep it up if I'm doing the right thing. I don't know if I'm doing the right thing. I don't know. I think it was just so interesting that I disagreed with everyone, and and I got my paper up. So, okay, that happens. That was interesting last night, but I got to prepare for class because I got a class meeting, or I got a class project due on Sunday, and a class meeting tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. with my case team. So then I pick Emily up tomorrow at a very late time, so she won't be in the vlog tomorrow. She will be in the vlog on Sunday, I think. So, but that's all that's happening with me. I'm doing good. It's Friday. It's the weekend. There's lots of people around me. I hope you're doing good. Hope you're having a good weekend. If you're still watching this, comment down below. I would say matzo ball soup, so that's an option. Or comment down below cheesecake, because I got some cheesecake I'm excited about. I think that's everything. So, well, everyone, I'm gonna go now, and I'm gonna work on uploading this vlog, and then work on some homework. And that's all. That's what I'm doing for my Friday night. So, if no one's told you this today, you are loved, and this world's a better place because you are here. I'll see you tomorrow, and yeah, I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.